Hello and welcome to PA122 week 10. This week is your last week, so remember everything is due to me by Thursday. And so just a couple of housekeeping things that I wanted to get out of the way, and then we're going to do a review for your final exam. So there are three things that you need to do this week. One, if you have not done the survey, I've opened it back up. Please do the survey for your 10 extra credit points and email me when you have done that. You also have a research paper due. It is 5 pages long. You are to choose 2 pharmacies, and going through your final exam, I've looked and there are a lot of telepharmacy and hospice pharmacy and long-term care pharmacy, home infusion pharmacy. That's what we've really talked about in this course. So you need to choose 2 of those that you're interested in or not, you could write a paper about, and I would like it to be in this type of format. So you think 5 pages, oh my gosh, how am I going to write that if I have not started it? Here's an easy way. So first, outline it. So the first half page, you're going to do an introduction. Basically, I am going to write about this pharmacy and this pharmacy, how similar and how different they are. That is the first half page, excuse me. Then you're going to tell me in a page and a half about each of those pharmacies. So a page and a half for, say you choose home infusion pharmacy. Give me a page and a half on all the details of home infusion pharmacy. By what the tech does, details, pay if you want to, where you could find it, maybe some jobs you've looked around in your area. Those are things that you could put in a page and a half. That should be very easy to get all those details. The next page and a half will be the other pharmacy. So say I chose long-term care pharmacy, then I would talk about the same things that you talked about in infusion pharmacy. If you told me about job details, you told me about pay, you told me about where they are, do the same thing for long-term care pharmacy. But make them, of course, to that specific pharmacy. So there you have right there 3.5 pages. Then I'm going to, in that last page, I'm going to tell why they are similar and why they are different. We're not talking about them in the page and a half that you're explaining them to me, but in that last page, you're going to talk about how similar and how different they are. And then I want a conclusion that is half page long, basically just summing up about what the entire paper is about. If you have problems with writing a research paper, contact me before Wednesday night, because it's due Thursday. Contact me early in the week and I can help you write it out. It is an outline, basically, that I just went through and told you how it should be. Hopefully that helps you. All right, and then the last thing you have to do is your week 10 final exam. Now this is a tough week for you guys, and I know this is the very last week. You're probably trying to catch up on any assignments you may have missed. You may do that. You're trying to do this research paper and you're trying to take this final exam. Make sure you schedule this out so that you get it all done, because this final exam is actually worth 17.5% of your grade, which is close to 20%, which is what discussions are, which is all the quizzes, all of that is worth that much to you. So 17.5% of your grade. So really pay attention to this final exam. It is 70 questions, 2.5 points apiece on each question. Now you are given, and it's 175 points at the end. 4 hours to complete this exam. So given plenty of time. Make sure you sit down and give yourself that time to take that exam. Maybe not all 4 hours you will need, but don't rush through it. There's no reason to rush. Take your time. Here are the things that I went through the exam and it really stood out to me. Home infusion pharmacy, lots of questions on that. Long-term care pharmacy, lots of questions on that. Who is the pharmacist? They want you to know what their credentials look like. They want you to know, is that a primary? That kind of stuff. Make sure you study the pharmacist. Hospice, what it is, who works there, what kind of people are put on it. They have some law and acts, so what you've studied about pharmacy law and what the acts are talking about, like OBRA, O-B-R-A, look into it. They talk a lot about telepharmacy and where is telepharmacy being practiced right now. They talk a little bit about the FDA, so make sure you know what the FDA is looking for. They want side effects and the laws around opioids, so make sure that you study that. And that's about it. So there are a lot of similar questions around those subjects, and I think if you study them before you kind of take the exam, then you'll have a head up of, okay, that's where I need to go back and look with my book, or that's, oh yes, I remember that, so click through that answer. So if you have any questions or anything goes weird with the exam, let me know. You shouldn't. You should have plenty of time. I hope you guys have a great final week. Remember, Thursday by midnight, everything is due. I have to have grades in by Friday at noon, so there is no leeway for me to help you out here. So make sure that you get that all done. I hope you have a great week and talk with you soon.